You might think I'm crazy, but what I'm about to share is a story my family has lived through, one of fear and supernatural encounters. It's not about ghosts or spirits, but something far more sinister: demons. For my family, these entities are a constant, lurking threat. We come from a strictly religious family, where every supernatural event is attributed to demons or angels. Some family members are more sensitive to these entities and often find themselves targeted by them, especially at night. Let me tell you about one of the most terrifying experiences. My aunt lived in a two-story house, and her husband was away on one of his truck driving hauls. One night, she lay in bed, unable to sleep, feeling an oppressive dread as if something was building up around her. She heard scratching at the back door, followed by clacking hooves on the hardwood floor below. The sound grew louder as it ascended the stairs, each step heavier than the last. As the footsteps reached her room, she felt an overwhelming, suffocating pressure. The door to her bedroom creaked open, and the air in the room grew thick and oppressive. Suddenly, she felt unseen claws gripping her wrists, ankles, and sides, pinning her down with a terrifying force. The creature's breath was hot on her face, and she could sense its foul, furry presence. My mom had a similar encounter. One night, as she lay in bed trying to fall asleep, she heard an ungodly scream coming from the living room. It shook the house and filled her with terror. She immediately began to pray, hoping to drive away whatever was causing this disturbance. She felt a heavy presence crawl onto her bed and pin her down. The entity began to laugh mockingly, its laughter growing louder with her every prayer. But then, as if by divine intervention, she felt another presence enter the room. The demon's laughter abruptly stopped, and it fled, its screams fading into the night. As a child, I was terrified of these stories. I begged my parents for a stereo to play gospel music and nailed Bible verses to my walls. But one night, despite all my precautions, the darkness came for me. I was jolted awake by the most suffocating darkness I had ever felt. It wrapped around me, flooding me with every negative emotion imaginable. I heard an unearthly roar, as if it were coming from inside me. I prayed desperately until the darkness finally lifted, and I could move again. I've grown beyond the fear I had as a child. While I'm no longer religious, I believe in the power of conviction. Whether it's belief in a higher power or in yourself, having that strong, steadfast conviction can make all the difference when facing the unknown. If you ever face something like this, remember, don't be afraid. Put your belief in something, anything. Trust that you or your chosen source of strength is stronger than whatever is trying to torment you.